Hello everyone, how you doing today? Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Hope you're all having a great day and your glass is full of gratitude. So today, 4 properties for you. We're going to head into Indiana, North and South Carolina, and Virginia, where I found you a house under $60,000. So you ready to venture? Happy September, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. So this is where we're going to begin right here in North Carolina. Now this is $120,000 on 1.77 acres. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with 1,681 square feet. It's been on the market for 5 days and was built in 1969. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in North Carolina and Aulander. Now this one's in Bertie County. So here we have a sprawling brick ranch. And it looks like we have a shingle roof and we have a covered entry here on the front. Plenty of room for landscaping with this house. Very nice. Looks like we may have a wood-burning fireplace. Aulander, North Carolina, and this one's $120,000. And in North Carolina, your real estate tax rate is 0.55%. And again, we're in Bertie County with this one, and your population is around almost 17,000 people in Bertie County, North Carolina. So we have some nice pillars at the front of the home here for your entry. Brick ranch. Anyone looking in North Carolina for a brick ranch? This one might suit your needs. Just listed, so it's hot off the listing press. And there is your back patio. That's nice. A lot of possibilities with this one here. Over 1,600 square feet. There's your AC unit. So it looks like we have a little deck area as well. Now, when you have your home inspections, they'll let you know if your windows are wood, vinyl, or aluminum. You can bring out your general contractors to these properties and get down to the fine details. And never be afraid to make the offer, right? These houses are placed on the market to be sold. So here it looks like we have paneling that's been painted, and we have a set of French doors leading you out to the back patio. Looks like we do have some carpet. Aulander, North Carolina, and Bertie County. So there's your another side door. Looks like vinyl flooring. Now that might be the kitchen. Here's your laundry area. Or yeah, that looks like a laundry room with your water tank there, water heater, and your sink. Looks like the dryer vent is there. Looks like that is tile flooring. So here's our kitchen. Nice. You've got a wall oven there. You've got your countertop range with a range hood. A lot of cabinets. Look at this. So for me, I would want to take off these intrusive upper cabinets, but that's just my style. Everybody can do what they want, right? When it's your own property, do whatever you like with it. Hope you're all having a great day. Cheers, everybody. Happy September. Rolled right into September already. Where did August go? Let me know in the comments where you guys are viewing this channel from. It's always great to have you here. Yeah, so there's our kitchen. Look at that. Nice. It's fully equipped. And I do have AI renderings via ChatGPT, so stay tuned for that here in a minute. Nice kitchen, though. You could add some counter-high chairs here. You could switch out the black dark appliances for a lighter color if you like, but you do have a window above your sink. It does have a dishwasher, and look at all of that counter space. I'd want to know the depth between the lower and the upper cabinets, but it's a lot of cabinet and a lot of counter space, nonetheless. And here's your attached garage with an automated garage door opener. And remember, you can always ask the agent how long these homes have been vacant. For me, I'd want to know the history, and I'd want to know how long it's been sitting unoccupied. There's our fireplace. Now, if you didn't want a fireplace, you could put a wood burner in there, and we could paint that paneling and just modernize the interior space some. That's very nice. You could have a mantle added to that fireplace there. Who doesn't love a cozy fireplace? Takes the chill off the air, right? Even in North Carolina. Okay, so these may be bedrooms. That window does look vinyl. Okay, so here's the bathroom. Full bathroom here. A little bit vintage. I like the floor, though. Okay, so there is the tub. Not sure if we're getting a shower. Nice tub, though. This house looks as though somebody could move right in there, can spruce it up, bring some life to it, right? Another one we can save in Aulander, North Carolina. So that looks like it's another bedroom space. Here's the second bathroom, nice. So you've got a single shower, pedestal sink, so it looks like it has been closed up for a little while. Home inspections will let you know the longevity of your roof. They'll check your foundation, your mechanicals, get you down to the fine details. So here we have another bathroom or another bedroom. So this may be the primary with your blue bathroom ensuite. Nice. And then there is another view of the outside. That looks like a very fine property right here for $120,000. And remember, don't be afraid to make offers. So let's go back up here. So here's the kitchen, and this is what I did with the kitchen. I added stainless appliances and painted all the cabinets one solid white color there and put new hardware on and added the counter high chairs. And I asked ChatGPT to remove this, and they did not. Tried several times, so it's not always a perfect science, that's for sure. But for me, I would remove this intrusive cabinet. But that's what it would look like if you wanted it all white and kept the vinyl flooring and switched out the black appliances for stainless. Money and motivation, right? And this is the exterior. We'll get back up to the front here. Yeah, this looks like it's got a lot of potential. And then here is the front. So this is what I did with the front, is I added a bunch of pop of color and now nice brick walkway to lead you to the front door, and just added some native landscaping. But you could do whatever you like with it, but that was just something that I created there. I thought that was real pretty. And this one again is in Aulander, North Carolina at 641 NC Highway 561 West. And that's Aulander, North Carolina 27805. It's only been on the market for 5 days, built in 69. And it says it does have a 2-car garage, but we didn't see that. Let's see. So here is the exterior. So here's our neighborhood that we always do research on, right? But you don't have anyone across the street. You have open fields. You could put up a fence in the front. You could add more shrubbery to give you some privacy from the road. And then here is where we are on the map. And we are in Bertie County. Bertie. Aulander, North Carolina here. So let's see. We have a Mexican restaurant nearby, a pizza place next, not far, down a little further to south. And then there's the Virginia line. So we are in northern North Carolina. We're right above Hackley, and we're right to the east of Woodland, and we are west of Cofield, right there on the map. And then here is your satellite view, because this one does have a little bit of property with it. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, there is your parcel right here. So there it is. Nice square parcel off of NC Highway 561 West, it says here. And that's on 1.77 acres. And so it says if you're looking for privacy, land, and a 3-bedroom house, this is it. Approximately 1,682 square feet, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and you're in a lovely neighborhood. And get your rocking chair and enjoy the peace and natural landscape there. And it says here, attached garage, storage, and more. So we didn't see the attached garage. We saw the carport. So more reason to go check it out in person. And the listing agencies and the descriptions and the addresses are always found in the description box below this video. Or every video, I should say. And when we look at the history on this one, it was listed in August 23 for $120. They removed it. Now they're trying it again at $120. And the house is 56 years old. And the tax history on $92,553 says the taxes were $1,043. But you'd want to call Bertie County in North Carolina for the accurate tax details. But that one's $120,000 on 1.77 acres in Aulander, North Carolina. That might be a good find for one of you out there. So now we're going to head into Muncie, Indiana. One of you left me a comment, said you're looking in Muncie. This one's $75,000. It's on a 4,792 square foot lot. It's 910 square feet of living space with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It's only been on the market a week, and it was built in 1940. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in Muncie, Indiana. How cute is this little place? There's our covered entry, our little covered porch. Nice stonework in the front. There's your covered entry. I like the wood ceiling there. Looks like we might have vinyl siding. Now in Muncie, Indiana, we are in Delaware County. The population is 65,195 people, and your real estate tax rate here is 0.77%. So we're in Muncie, Indiana, and this is a $75,000 house. So that looks like it could be a wood-burning fireplace. Beautiful hardwood flooring. Nice, look at this. This is pretty. $75,000 here, you guys, in Indiana. So nice archway there leading us into the next room. We're in a neighborhood with this one. Looks like you may be a little bit close to your neighbor. Might want to take them a pie, introduce yourself, or maybe they'll bring you one. Never know. Okay, so we have a little built-in there, nice in your living room. Nice neutral wall colors, beautiful flooring. Here's the kitchen. So you have 3 tiers of cabinets, upper, middle, and lower. Looks like a laminate countertop. Looks like we might have a backsplash, window above the double sink, vinyl flooring. How nice is this? Look at this kitchen, cute. Now I don't see appliances, but they may be on the opposite side here. Looks like we have vinyl flooring. Love that arch. Look at how pretty this is. So that flows right into your dining space with your corner cabinets. Muncie, Indiana here in Delaware County. Looks like we could move right in here, you guys. Call it your own in Muncie, Indiana. All right, so we don't see appliances, so this may be your space here for your stove, but you have plenty of room over here if you wanted more cabinets or counter space. You could add some open shelving if you like. That may be your entry door and a coat closet. Yeah, this would be a nice to see in person. Let me know if you look at these houses in person. This one's $75,000 in Muncie, Indiana. So here's the bathroom. Nice, another pedestal sink here. Got a window. Looks like that may be a tub, not sure. Can't quite tell if there's a shower with this one. Medicine cabinet. Yeah, $75,000. This is cute. That may be a bedroom with closet space. This is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and here's the exterior rear of it. And there again is another view of the front. So what I did with this one is I added a back porch to the back side of this. So here it is. So I added a screen porch on the back and some landscaping because it looks like there's a parking pad back here. So maybe you could pull around the back, come in your screen porch and unload your groceries and things. Why not, right? And then there again is, we'll go back up to the front of the house. This is really nice for $75,000. And again, you can always make an offer, right? Looks like the floors might need some attention. Can refinish those, sand them down before you get in there because it does make quite a mess. Yeah, this is really nice for $75,000. There's your kitchen again. Living room. And there's your porch. And there again is the front. And this is what the back would look like with that screen porch. Just thought that was a nice addition. And this one again is in Muncie, Indiana for $75,000 on South Hackley Street. And again, the addresses and the listing agencies are in the description box below every video. So let's see the street view. We have sidewalks that add some value for your walkability. They've even got some lilies out front for a little more pop of color. So here's your neighborhood that we always research. But yeah, it looks like we're not too far out of town. So let's get a look at this map view here. Yeah, look at all these amenities over to the west. We have Taco Bell, you've got an Arby's, you've got Salsa's Mexican Grill Express. You've got custom cakes at Jason and Nicole's up here to the north. Okay, so where are we here? Muncie, Indiana. So here we are. We have Medford down to the south, Cowan in progress, and then we have Parker City over to the east. So here we are. Red marks the spot here. You've got Indianapolis down here to the southwest. So there we are. So this would be almost southern Indiana, I would say. And this one again is on South Hackley Street in Muncie, Indiana. Been on the market for 7 days. And it says 2-bedroom, 1-bath house ready for you to make your own. Would also make a great investment property. Or if you're downsizing, this might be perfect for that. Or a first-time home buy. It does have a full basement and that wonderful front porch. And when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed. And this house is 85 years old. And again, the real estate tax rate in Indiana is 0.77%. Cute place right there for somebody looking for just about move-in ready, I would say. Now we're going to head into South Carolina, you guys. This one looks very nice as well. $74,900 on a 2.05 acre lot. It's only been on the market 4 days, and it was built in 1956. It's on Middle Branch Road in Darlington, South Carolina, 29532. It has 1,197 square feet of living space with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in Darlington, South Carolina. Very nice shingle roof, brick house right here, brick ranch with a covered entry. So 2 brick ranches today, you guys. This is very pretty. So there's your covered entry, and then it looks like we have another entry on the side. $74,900, so under $75,000. Very pretty. A lot of potential with this house also. We have a mini split on the inside. Looks like we're getting some carpet. Dual fans right off the kitchen. Looks like we have a counter range. You've got 2 windows above your double sink. Yeah, this has got a lot of potential. So there's another angle of the kitchen. Who's looking in South Carolina? This one's in Darlington. So we're in Darlington County, and the population is 62,425 people, approximately. And your real estate tax rate is 0.53% in South Carolina. And the median home sales around this area are around 230,000. So plenty of room for equity building. And in the other areas we were in, your median home sales were between 155 and 165,000. So plenty of room for equity growth for all of these properties. So you've got a wall oven, dishwasher, a lot of cabinets. Yeah, this is nice. There's another close-up view of that counter range. Yeah, this is... Looks like you could move right in here too and spruce it up, modernize it, and do what you want with it. Okay, so this might be a bedroom space here. That might be a bedroom also. So here's your yard, and this is over 2 acres of land. And if you want more land, it's always a good idea to ask the listing agent if the seller has more land available. They may have more land that's not attached to this exact listing. If you want more land, it never hurts to ask. Or if 2 acres is all you need, this looks very fine. Darlington, South Carolina right here. Okay, so let's go back through here. Looks like you've got a nice brick trim there around for your landscaping, around the side edge of the house, I should say. Brick edging, that's what I'm trying to spit out. Yeah, there's the kitchen. So this is what I did with the kitchen. Let me back up here a minute. So this is what I did with the kitchen. I modernized it and created quite a workspace here with the farmhouse sink, drop-in sink, and I just went with a dark color on the cabinets, modern hardware. I moved the gas range with a range hood and put some open shelving in and changed out the flooring, of course, just to modernize it. Or if you didn't want that kitchen, you could go with white and just do more minimalistic. Or if you didn't want that, you could go with a brown cabinet. Thought that was quite pretty too. And lots of things to do with this kitchen right here. And then when we go back up to the exterior, so yeah, I rearranged that quite a bit with this black kitchen. I thought that was really nice. But that's what it could look like. And then we go back up to the front of it. This is what I did with the outside. I added a lot of beautiful stone and natural landscaping to the front and just dressed it up a little bit and kept the entry and kept the shingle roof. But that's what it could look like. And this one again is on Middle Branch Road in Darlington, South Carolina, 29532. So let's get a look at our street view here. There it is. Isn't that pretty? Looks like we're very private here on a little more than 2 acres of land. Looks like you have a neighbor down the road. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice and private for somebody that's looking in South Carolina. You're a bunch of trees. You've got trees in the back. So there could be more land if you wanted it. And let's see here. Oops, sorry about that. Go back. There we go. And let's check where we are on the map here. So this is Darlington, South Carolina. So we have, let's see, the Cabin and Old Spur Wedding right there. So that must be a wedding venue. We have a DG nearby and a Texas grocery. We have Whitehall down here to the southeast. And so here's Darlington. And let's see what else we've got here. Floyd is up here to the north. Auburn's up to the north. Timmonsville is down to the south. So here we are above Sardi's, and we're right off of Highway 20, it looks like, right here. And Florence is over here to the east. So red marks the spot right there. Columbia is over here to the southwest, and there, of course, is the coast. So we're right to the west of Florence, South Carolina. And here is your satellite view for your couple of acres. Yeah, nice rectangular parcel. Look at all those trees. And you're right off of Middle Branch Road. And again, the agencies and the addresses are in the description box below the video. Yeah, who's ever looking in South Carolina, I'd be interested in that to see, you know, what's going on with it. $74,900, 2.05 acres, been on the market for 4 days, built in 56. And it says here, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, brick on 2.05 acres of land, plenty of space and potential for its next owner. The property is being sold as is. Bring your vision, it says. And when we look at the history, it was just listed, and this house is 69 years old. That is very nice property right there. And if you just want to dress it up a little bit, that's what it could look like. Isn't that pretty? And if you wanted to add a little stone to the bottom of your brick, if you wanted to just mix it up a little bit with your natural resources, with $74,900 in Darlington, South Carolina, 29532. Now we're going to head into Virginia. Look at this cute place. $59,900, so we're reducing the price. And this one's on a 3,128 square foot lot. So for those of you that don't want to maintain a big yard or acreage, this might suit your needs. The house has 1,118 square feet of space with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And it's only been on the market 5 days. It was built in 1954. And it's on Wyllie Avenue in Danville, Virginia, 24540. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in Danville, Virginia, $59,900. Isn't that cute? That is a beautiful covered porch. We have a dormer up above, shingle roof. How pretty is this? So here's our interior, hardwood flooring that's been painted, light bright interior space. Now you could possibly add a ceiling fan in the living room there, maybe open up the fireplace. $59,900 in Danville, Virginia. So we are in Pittsylvania County, Population's 59,140 people. And the median home sales for this area are around $440,000 in Danville, in Pittsylvania County. So a lot of room for equity growth here. And in Virginia, your real estate tax rate is 0.76%. So there's your staircase. How pretty is that? Now, when you get in there, for me, I'd want to know if I could open up this wall and just create more of an open plan, but that's just my idea. But it's under $60,000 nonetheless for those of you that want maybe a smaller house with smaller, with less than 4,000 square feet of yard space. Looks like these windows may be wood, but again, when you get in there in person, you get the lay of the land. And pardon me, I showed you the kitchen for this house. So I'll go back to that here in a minute. Yeah, I showed you the kitchen. So this kitchen would be right here. Yeah, that's what I did with this kitchen. Pardon me, I made a mistake there. But this is what this kitchen could look like. Let's do that one more time. So if you wanted it white cabinets and kept the woodwork and the wood ceiling, that's what it would look like there with your nice farmhouse sink. Okay, so here is laundry area. $59,900 for this house. So there's your upstairs dormer. There's probably some little storage space there underneath that door or behind the door. Who's looking in Danville, Virginia? This is sweet. There's another powder room. That must be upstairs, maybe. Look at this. So there's another fireplace. That is really sweet. Then there is another view of the outside. So what I did with the outside of this one, I just added that pop of color and a porch swing. Gotta have a porch swing, right? Isn't that adorable? That's a very pretty property in Danville, Virginia. Even without the pop of color, that is a really pretty house. And it's $59,900. I'm sorry, I think the T is kicking in, you guys. Pardon me. So let's go back through. So there's the powder room. Now you could lighten those hardwood floors if they're a little bit too dark for your liking. You could paint right over that or refinish them and add a natural stain. There's your kitchen. They don't show the appliances, but it looks like this would be a place for your range. There's your staircase. I love that it's so light and bright on the inside. $59,900. And there again is the outside. How cute is that? And it's on 715 Wyllie Avenue, like Wile E. Coyote. And in Danville, Virginia, 24540. So let's see here. Street view. There it is. Nice shingle. That roof looks like it's fairly new. But again, have those home inspections. But it looks like you don't have a neighbor right on top of you, but you do have neighbors. I'd love to see the back side of that. So let's see where we are on the map. Okay, so we have a lot of amenities nearby. Got a bistro nearby, Golden Leaf Bistro. And let's see, you've got some more amenities over here like a Danville Mall. You've got a Hobby Lobby. You've got a steakhouse. You've got a Lowe's Home Improvement. That might come in handy. So we're in Danville, Virginia here in Pittsylvania County. So we are right near the North Carolina line. So this is southern Virginia right here. And Ringgold is over here to the east. Sutherland's over here further east. We have Beaver Park and Blair's up to the north. And then there's a Food Lion right nearby as well. And then you have Whitfield and Mountain Hill right to the south. And there's Danville. So let's take a look at the parcel here because it's not quite a 4,000 square foot lot here. So let's see what we're getting into. And there it is. There's your parcel. So it looks like we have a bunch of trees in the back. Not bad right there at all, I would say. 715 Wyllie Avenue. And it states here that it's a great first-time home buy or an investment opportunity near the downtown walking trail and casino. 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Roof was replaced approximately 5 years ago, and the HVAC 15 years ago. So those are some nice upgrades. And this house is $59,900. It's under $60,000, you guys. And never be afraid to make that offer. And it was just listed, and the house is 71 years old. And again, the real estate tax rate in Virginia is 0.76%. So you may want to call Pittsylvania County Clerk's Office for the accurate tax details. I think that's a sweet little find in Virginia right there. Let me know what you guys think. And remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, especially if you love finding houses like this for under $60,000. That's super sweet. And especially with a nice new roof. Or if you're looking in Darlington, South Carolina, this one's $74,900 on 2.05 acres. Or if you're looking for a first-time home buy or downsizing in Muncie, Indiana, this one's $75,000. Or if you're looking in North Carolina, this one's an Aulander on 1.77 acres, a nice brick ranch for $120,000. And that'll do it for today's episode. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's always great to be with you. Happy September, and we will see you in the next episode. Remember to hit that notification bell because more houses are coming up. Cheers, everybody.